Hi everyone, and welcome to Adventures with Reid and Tiff. My name is Reid, and today I'm going to talk about weather forecasts and making hard decisions about winter camping. And specifically, this video is going to talk about me canceling the winter camping trip that I should have been on today. So the trip that I was supposed to go on was going to be a 3-day, 2-night solo backpacking trip here about 3 hours from Toronto, Canada. Unfortunately, I had to cancel it, and that was due to the temperatures that are expected. Before I go any further, because I'm going to be talking about winter camping, I want to make sure that everyone is aware that you should make the decisions that are right for your personal safety. You know your body, you know your gear, you know your abilities better than anyone else. So you're responsible for making the right decisions for you. I'm only going to talk about the decisions that I've made for myself and the reason that I made them. This video I'm putting out because there are tons of videos out there of people going to extremely cold temperatures to go camping, but they have the right gear, they have the ability, they have the skills to do it. Not everyone does. And also, there seems to be very few videos about canceling trips because it's sad. It's a bummer. I don't know. I'm not sure why people don't put out more videos about that because I have to assume that other people have to make the hard decisions about trips too. Let's talk a little bit about the gear. So I did pack everything. The trip was likely going to require snowshoes, but I was going to make that decision at the trailhead. My gear is meant for the temperatures that I normally get in this area or within the area that I drive to go backcountry camping. And it served me well. The sleeping bag I have is rated for minus 17 degrees Celsius or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I have taken that down to minus 14 degrees Celsius and 7 degrees Fahrenheit, which for my body, I think is basically the limit for that bag. Like it certainly was cold at that point, but by adding on extra layers and everything like that, I do think I could get it pretty close to its limit, maybe even below. But I would want to test that out in a safe environment, like somewhere that I can easily get from cold to hot to avoid any sort of hypothermia or whatnot. And then for my sleeping pad, it's an 8.5 R value, so it's a winter pad, and it does the trick. It's been good for my winter trips. And then I have a simple 4-season tent, so that would cut down a lot of the wind chill and everything like that. So it all goes into my pack. This is bursting at the seams because I also added in some extra insulation layers that I wouldn't normally bring because of the temperatures. But all of this, including water, food, is 30 pounds, so still reasonable, even though it's for a cold trip. But the forecasts lately have generally been wrong, and they've been wrong on the side that it's been colder than what the forecasts have been. And the fluctuations in temperature, there are some days, like yesterday was right around freezing with a pretty low wind chill, but the ambient temperatures was pretty high. Today just dropped. So overnight, it's going to be minus 18 degrees Celsius or minus 1 Fahrenheit. And that's for the entire night. That's not that it's going to dip down to that at one point. It's going to be like that for the entire night. And it's going to feel like minus 23 degrees Celsius or minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Doesn't matter too much during the sleeping because of the tent is going to stop or limit the wind chill. But it does make a difference for getting ready for bed, dinner, camp chores, getting up to go to the washroom in the middle of the night if needed. But the other part of that, not only having the entire night being cold, in the morning it doesn't really warm up. It's minus 16 degrees Celsius in the morning or 3 degrees Fahrenheit, and it feels like minus 22 degrees Celsius or minus 8 Fahrenheit. What that means is if I do have a really cold sleep, everything that I do to stay warm doesn't work, or the forecast goes lower, I'm not getting relief in the morning. So it's not like it's a sunny, warm day, limited wind chill. It's going to be cold, and near the end of the day, it starts to get warmer tomorrow, but it would be after a very long time of being cold. And although I think that those temperatures I could do if they were wrong and it was another like 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees colder. I would put myself into a really bad situation. And although I really love getting out for winter camping, being in the backcountry is fantastic. It's just not worth putting myself at risk. So I had to make the hard decision not to go. I'll still get out and do a bit of a hike because it's nice and sunny, even though it's really cold. But I unfortunately won't get to do my camping trip now. So I hope this helped. I hope that it helps other people when they're thinking about whether or not they want to continue with their trip. Because, as I said, there isn't a lot out there that talks about canceling trips. If you did like this, please like, subscribe, comment. We're trying to grow this channel to provide other videos like this, but we need help from viewers like you. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one.